Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Elon Musk is a South African-born American entrepreneur and businessman who founded X.com in 1999, which later became PayPal, SpaceX in 2002, and Tesla Motors in 2003. Musk became a multimillionaire in his late 20s when he sold his startup company, Zip2, to a division of Compaq Computers. But it is not wrong to say that Elon Musk has disrupted a lot of businesses. Well, in today's video, you will know some of the biggest industries disrupted by Elon Musk. Without further ado, let's begin. Automotive. By many counts, Tesla Motors has thrived during the COVID-19 crisis. The company, which has been dogged by missing production targets in the past, remained profitable amid the pandemic despite a factory shutdown, is expanding rapidly with plans to build 2 additional factories in Texas and Germany, and saw its stock price quadruple to make it the world's most valuable car maker. What is Tesla's mission? Founded in 2003, Tesla is Musk's second project post-PayPal and still one of his most ambitious. Tesla envisions a future of self-driving cars where the majority of people travel by autonomous Tesla vehicles. It's also a future where car owners seamlessly rent out their vehicles to serve as self-driving cabs while they're not using them. Part of the company's mission is to ramp up the global transition to sustainable energy. However, production problems have plagued the California-based company, causing delivery delays and raising concerns from some of Tesla's shareholders. The enormity of the hype around Tesla has made the company an attractive target for short sellers, but the bets have lost more than $20 billion this year as Tesla's stock has more than quadrupled year to date. Why bet on electric vehicles? Expecting electric vehicles to become mass market makes sense. Great Britain and France voted to ban diesel and gasoline auto sales starting in the year 2040. China has said that 20% of cars sold in the country should run on some alternative source of fuel by 2025. GM plans to have 20 electric vehicle models on the road by 2023. Volvo is expecting to sell 1 million electric cars by 2025. If you are enjoying the video, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos just like this. Aerospace. Leaving humanity as a single-planet species is a surefire path to extinction, according to Musk. The further we explore and settle away from Earth, the more resilient our species becomes in the face of threats like superhuman AI or the depletion of Earth's natural resources. What is SpaceX? In 2002, Musk founded Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, or SpaceX, with the goal of making humanity multiplanetary. You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great, and that's what being a spacefaring civilization is all about, per a Musk quote on the SpaceX website. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. And I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars. In the summer of 2020, SpaceX became the first commercial company to send 2 NASA astronauts to the International Space Station and back. The mission also marked the first manned launch from U.S. soil since 2011, when NASA ended its space shuttle program. Current tech. High launch costs have been prohibitive to the expansion of space travel. However, typical launch costs have declined by a factor of 20 in the past decade thanks to commercial rocket development. There are a host of technical reasons for the high cost, including the capital required to build single-use rockets, low failure tolerance, and high system complexity. For Musk, reusable rockets are the key to making space exploration accessible. Currently, at the top end of the price spectrum are the expendable launch systems, such as Arianespace Vega launcher and Boeing/Lockheed Martin Atlas V, manufactured by United Launch Alliance, a joint venture between the 2 companies. Telecommunications. For all the talk of Musk's innovation, his average project seems to revolve around a set formula. Find an old idea that failed because of lackluster technology and attack it with some of the world's best engineers. That's exactly how Musk and SpaceX are going after the $400 billion satellite internet industry to provide online access to those in rural, hard-to-reach locations. What is Starlink? SpaceX's ambitious $10 billion Starlink project isn't intended to provide high-speed internet to everyone, everywhere, but instead targets the populations where terrestrial networks have failed to reach. I want to be clear, It's not like Starlink is some huge threat to telcos, Musk said in a March keynote. In fact, it will be helpful to telcos because Starlink will serve the hardest to serve customers that telcos otherwise have trouble dealing with. Energy. Eliminating our dependence on fossil fuels and instead drawing energy from the giant fusion reactor in the sky, i.e. the sun, has been one of Musk's priorities for more than a decade. What is Solarcity? Elon Musk originally suggested the concept for the company that became Solarcity to his cousins, Peter and Lyndon Rive, in 2004. Solarcity, which creates and sells solar panels and solar roof tiles, was Musk's first attempt to make solar power mainstream and ubiquitous. The company was at the forefront of the early 2000s solar gold rush. In some ways, it was a failure, but it remains important to understand its trajectory to understand how Musk and Tesla plan to approach renewable energy. Solarcity grew to become the country's largest provider of residential solar energy, then suffered some very public financial problems before being purchased by Tesla for $2.6 billion. That 2016 acquisition was controversial, with many observers calling it a thinly veiled bailout, and gave rise to a multi-year shareholder lawsuit with $2.6 billion in damages at stake that has yet to be resolved. Transportation. Transportation by vacuum tube is a centuries-old idea. In 1812, an Englishman named George Medhurst was the first to propose building tunnels underground and shooting passengers in pods through them pneumatically. In 2012, Elon Musk was one of the first to convince people that this vision could be realized. What is the Hyperloop? Musk first started talking publicly about the Hyperloop in 2012 at a Pando Daily event in Santa Monica. This fifth mode of transportation, after cars, planes, trains, and boats, would be a cross between a Concorde, a railgun, and an air hockey table. Riders would travel in a low-pressure tube inside pod-like capsules supported by air and powered by a magnetic linear accelerator. The Hyperloop could have a major impact on a few different industries. For one, the $765 billion-plus airline industry. With the exception of travel over oceans, the Hyperloop could transport passengers faster and for less money than an airplane. That speed could alter where and how Americans live, dramatically changing both residential and commercial real estate. One could feasibly work in Manhattan and live a 6-hour drive away in Burlington, Vermont, a 30-minute Hyperloop commute. So guys, let me know down in the comments section below, from which industry is Elon earning most of his wealth? For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.